People have died from COVID. And I read somewhere, and maybe you know this, but less than 100 were strictly COVID. Does that sound familiar? Like 45. So how is that justified? It is not justified. So we need to protect, we have to protect those that will be harmed by the virus. And who are those? The older population, over 70, over 80. So those people need to be extra safe, and we need to be extra safe around them. But the rest of us who are free Americans, we need to continue to be free. So tell your business owner friends to open up. You know what? They have leverage, like ABC, that holds the liquor licenses. And all these licensing organizations, they try to use their leverage against these businesses. And you know what? Sometimes we just got to step up and we got to open up. So let's do that. All right?
Thank you, Peter, so much. And thank you so much for willing to take those misdemeanors on behalf of the people of San Diego. So for Peter, to support him, I'm going to say open. You're going to say gyms.
Yes.
Open. Gyms. Open. Gyms. Open. Gyms. All right.
10 burpees. Let's go.
So they always say follow the science. So we have doctors and we have nurses coming up too. So the founder of 1776, Dr. Cordy Williams.
All right, San Diego. Wow, what an honor to be here. First off, I feel like I don't know my own name lately because we've been going all over the United States. We were in Phoenix for a couple of days the last weekend. I got home for about 2 hours back to back, and then we were on a red eye to DC. And it's amazing to feel patriots like you guys who are coming together to say, you know what? We're tired of the oppression. We're tired of the tyranny. We want our freedom. People have died and fought so that we can have it. And they stood for us, and now it's our time to stand for them. It's our time to stand for them. These rallies are amazing. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank the men of resolve and conviction that have been on this stage the last hour. Can I get a round of applause for all of them? True patriots. Guys that stand on that wall and they say, nothing's going to knock me down tonight. Not while I'm guarding this wall. And that's what it takes. So what I want to discuss with you for the next few minutes is just that resolve and conviction that we need right now. These times of tyranny and these times of oppression, what it takes is people coming together like we are right now. But it takes that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because even after Donald Trump wins this election, even after the real president, not the president-elect, by the way, my name's President-elect Dr. Cordy Williams, in case you guys didn't know. I'm a president-elect too, and I heard there's about 500 other president-elects in the audience as well. Yeah, who's a president-elect? Anybody? Yeah, we got a few out here, right? When the real president gets reelected, that's only the beginning. These state and local governments, and I'm sure you guys have seen, pardon me for saying, I'll probably be the only one to say, since the COVID scam started, right, and people were put, a tyrannical government said, you know what, we're just going to urinate on the Constitution. That doesn't matter anymore. We're going to put our own agenda out there. We're going to put executive orders out there that strip away rights from the American people and from Californians, and they start to say, well, now we'll just do a beta test for socialism and communism. And I'm not a politician, so I can say these rash things. Thank God, right? But there's a lot of good politicians up here, and they're not really politicians, they're patriots, and that's why they're standing and fighting for all of you. That's why they're standing and fighting for all of you. Because these are guys that are looking between their legs, and they're saying, you know what? I got to stand on that wall, even if I'm not reelected next time, because it's about California, it's not about me. And when my video went viral and it got about 15 million hits, my business partner and co-founder Chris Lippy, we launched 1776 Forever Free because we saw this tyranny, we saw this oppression. And as a first generation chiropractor, a third generation veteran, and a lifetime patriot, I said, I can't let this happen to my country and the California that I love. And I said, you know what? Because I got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old that in 25 years, they're going to be 25 years old, 27, 29, whatever the math is on that. And they're going to be looking back and they're going to be saying, I wonder what it was like when my dad was 25 or 29. Did he have to wear a facial prophylactic? Hashtag facial condom. Did he have to wear that? Was he able to just walk around and be free? Did somebody tell him that, oh, well, you know what? Because the smartest virus in the world transmits the virus through turkey and pumpkin pie, you guys, you can't gather this Thanksgiving. Hashtag no more fun, right? Because Adolf Newsom, the Fuhrer of the world, Adolf Newsom, praise God, he's going to get recalled. Orrin Heatley and Mike Netter are going to get him recalled, and a host of thousands of other Californians that have come together to just say, you know what? We want our businesses open up. Every business is essential. Every life matters. We matter. And so that resolve and conviction that it takes, that's for our kids. Because what I know is you can't anchor an unanchored mind. And when your why is bigger than you can do whatever you want. That's when God starts to answer the call. That's when God starts to get involved. And my why is my 2-year-old and my 4-year-old and my smoking hot wife. But my other why is this right here. This is my why. Because in the last 10 years, 17,046 caskets have come home with flags draped on top of them. 17,046. And what I want you to get about that is every time that we lie down to tyranny, that we kneel to oppression, and that we try to play it safe and play it quiet, we're disrespecting those 17,046 dead bodies. We're disrespecting Arlington and the tombstones there, and we're disrespecting all those names on the Vietnam Memorial. And as we go through this fight today, tomorrow, who knows how long, as we get President Trump reelected, as we continue to get people in office with the result of Tim Desmond and Mr. Wells, as we continue to do that, what we have to remember is this flag right here. The people desecrating it, urinating on it, it makes me sick. When we were in D.C. with 500,000 people, 500,000 strong, they had maybe 400. They didn't want to do anything. But then when moms and small kids and grandparents were walking back to their cars, that's when they attacked them. That's when they burned these. Amen. Amen. And this is so important to me because I don't know if you know what the 13 folds in this triangle mean. It means that this was handed to a parent, a grandparent, an uncle, a niece, a nephew, the next of kin. And I'll never forget when I took the flag. And my grandmother took the flag. Because I grew up in a broken home, and my hero that I was raised by was my papa, my grandfather. In March of 1992, I found out that he got stage 4 cancer. Only had a few months to live. And I remember visiting him. His skin was paper thin. He had tubes all in his body. Couldn't even recognize him. And I fed him his last meal. And I'll never forget when we were at the funeral, when I saw those men in uniform, those men of honor and courage. I saw them fold this flag 13 times. And they handed it to my grandmother. And the officer said, on behalf of the President of the United States Army, and a proud and grateful nation, we commend your husband for his service to this country. And then they handed her this flag. And they handed me this flag. And that's all we had to walk away with and remember my grandfather by. So what I want you to get is when you leave here today, This is great. It's great to have rallies. I do them all over the place. But don't let the enthusiasm and the day and the excitement be in vain. Stand with your resolve. Stand with your conviction. Move the needle, no matter what it costs. No matter what it costs. I spent $80,000 of my own money to do rallies up and down California and across the United States, and I do it 10 times over again. Because I think about this, and I think about the sacrifice. So as you leave here today, what you need to remember is, what can I do to move the needle? How much more time can I put in? How many more rallies can I go to? How many organizations like 1776 Forever Free or some of these amazing patriots? I'm not going to call them politicians, because we know politicians lie through their teeth and they don't stand up for you. These are patriots right here, these gentlemen of office. What can you contribute? How many doors can you knock on? How many rallies can you go to? How can you get involved? That's what it takes to move the needle. So what I need you to do, follow us at 1776 Forever Free. We're going to be in Georgia this weekend, fighting for freedom up there, okay? You can contribute at 1776foreverfree.com. You can go see our merch stand over there. Any sexy shirt like this that you get, which I don't know, I think the best looking women in the world are always conservative women. I'm a little biased, I guess. I'm just saying. I'm saying what I'm saying. Make sure you get a shirt. I love you guys. God bless you and Semper Fi.
All right, you just heard from a freedom-loving doctor, and you've heard from a few good men today. Now you're going to hear from a few good women. How about a registered nurse, Maria Wellner?